All right. I gave you a couple more minutes to get even more excited, so let's try that again. Welcome to the business plan presentation finals. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yes, business plan presentation finals. Again, another full 2 days of business plans we have seen. 100 teams, as you all know, we have 100 teams here at FSG, but it's really, really crazy that we had 100 teams in just 2 days. Today in the finals, we will see 3 finalists. So first of all, congratulations to those 3 finalists to making it to the finals. Unfortunately, it's the last year for combustion. Unfortunately, no combustion team made it to the finals, so we will only have electric finals today. Why is there no combustion final? I've been asked a couple times already, just making this clear again. For us, the finals here are really, we want to show the best practice of a business plan. And all of the judges agreed that unfortunately we did not see a best practice within combustion this year. So the best team in combustion will only get 70 points maximum, and therefore we will not have a final. Nonetheless, I think to all the teams, you put a lot of effort in the business plan, so much work, so much tireless probably nights spent to get the presentation ready. A lot of congratulations to all of you for making it. Nice. I would say let's get started. And I see already in front of me some sparkling wine. Could be a hint, I don't know. Let's see who is first. Car90 Milano, welcome on the stage.
Sorry? Okay. When? No. Okay, bye. Okay, so no pitch video. Let's start anyway. So good evening, everyone. We are 2 of the 4 management engineers who decided to put together their passions for the motorsport and for the art world to give birth to something new and unique. I'm Marta, and today, together with Paola, I will introduce you our idea. We gave it a name. It is Recarbon. Recarbon will be a company producing exclusive interior design objects, starting from used or damaged car components, with the aim of giving them a new life. We are basing our solution on the upcycling of used or damaged car components into something with a new usage, innovating the meaning of the product itself. Our business model will allow us to produce high-quality products with sustainable practices and to provide the users with a unique experience. Today, we are ready to show you some pieces of our first collection. They are all made starting from scrap that will find a new life so that people will be able to appreciate the sense of revenge that characterize our pieces. But we want to do an example right now. Look at these.
Yeah, this is what happened during the endurance event of the Formula E competition. And the team involved in the crash decided to give us the nose to rescue from the impact. So here at Recarbon, we look at it and thought, wouldn't this be an amazing ice bucket for special bottles? So we decided to include it in our collections. And this is only the work in progress of the product that you can see in the image. And we bring it to you because we want to show you the real potential of these projects. Other products of our collection can be seen in the catalog that we gave you before. But now, let's see if there's a space for us in the market. We considered 3 categories of competitors: the big interior design companies, the racing-oriented ones, such as Tonino Lamborghini or Pininfarina, and the upcycling companies. Then, we defined 5 factors to analyze their positioning and to find our place in this market. And as you can see from this graph, all our competitors excel only in some particular areas, while Recarbon is able to reach middle-high value for each of these factors, shining for innovation and racing enthusiasm. But Marta, how big is the slice of the market we plan to obtain?
So actually, we forecasted it starting from the global furniture industry. Then, considering that we are targeting the high end of the market, we filtered on the luxury products. And also considering our customer base, we filtered on the automotive passionate people and the sustainability concerned people. As a further step, we considered the national market, because for the first 5 years, all the operations will be carried out only in Italy. And then, we applied a market share of 0.25%, which we think Recarbon could reasonably gain during its first year of operation. However, the value of the penetrated market will increase over the years, thanks to the growth of the global furniture market, the increase in the number of people passionate about the motorsport or concerned about sustainability, and also because we plan to obtain a bigger and bigger market share, arriving at 0.7 in 2028. So now Paola will tell you how we will reach our increasing number of customers.
Yes, we considered 3 promotion channels: the social media, like Instagram and Pinterest, where beautiful pictures of our products can be displayed; the company website, where customers will be able to understand how each product is related to the car components and how upcycling practices are implemented; and finally, physical channels. We will participate to showrooms and international exhibitions that have several importance in the luxury furniture market. So we have a market, and we know what to sell. But how we think to realize it? Starting from the bottom of our supply chain, we will have 2 distribution channels, an e-commerce, and then, from the second year, a physical shop located in the heart of Milan. The core activities of Recarbon will take place in the Component Rework Center, where all the items will be realized. We will find generic raw materials from the international market, and we will have 1 main partner for the car components. It is Dynamis PRC, an Italian company producing racing car prototypes, which will provide us with the used or damaged car components of its last electric and driverless prototype, the DP14. By joining this partnership, Dynamis will receive the 20% of the cost incurred to produce each component, and this percentage will be raised to 33% from the 3rd year as a reward for the critical role they played in the company's success. Dynamis will provide us with an equivalent of 10 prototypes per year, from which we will extract the components for our collections of about 300 items. But Marta, why did we choose Dynamis?
So actually, we compare different types of vehicles among 4 factors, which are excitement, sustainability, design, and replacement, to find the perfect partner for our solution. And it comes out that the Formula Student cars were the perfect fit because they embodied all the main characteristics we were looking for. Moreover, among them, Dynamis was the best choice for Recarbon. First, for its positioning, being Milan the capital of Italian design. Then, for its 20 years experience in the racing industry. And lastly, for its sustainability commitment, being focused on the production only of electric vehicles for the last 3 years. And it is this interest in the sustainable practices that will enable Dynamis to benefit even more from the partnership with Recarbon, by avoiding the disposal of their waste and by pursuing the goal of becoming a symbol of a green automotive company. So let's see now how big will be the green footprint left by our company. If we consider the CO2 emissions that would be generated by the production of our collection, they are less significant compared to the CO2 emissions that would be generated with the disposal of the components that we need in the collection. So we decided to focus our analysis on the CO2 emissions avoided by our partner, Dynamis, instead of the ones produced by our mere activity. We consider the energy consumption that would be needed to get rid of each component, and we multiplied it for the CO2 emission factor to obtain the total amount of CO2 emissions that are avoided. Going deeper into our analysis, we consider the CO2 emission factor established by the Italian government, which is equal to 0.28 kilograms of CO2 per kilowatt hour. And we obtain a total of 422 kilograms of CO2 emissions avoided thanks to our first collection. And this is the main environmental impact of Recarbon. So, to carry out all the activities we have explained to you until now, we will have to sustain growing operating expenses, especially for what regards marketing from the second year and the manufacturing from the third. So maybe now you're wondering if we will be able to sustain all those expenses.
Don't worry, we will. All the expenses will be covered thanks to an increase in both sales and volumes of the goods sold, which will lead revenues up to over 1.1 million euros in 2028. These positive results will bring the ROE to 30%, and the ability of Recarbon to capture value from its revenues is also highlighted by the 31% of return on sales. According to our estimates, we will need 200,000 euros to bring our vision to life. And today, we offer you the opportunity to be part of this adventure and to get the 49% of Recarbon share capital by investing only 98,000 euros. We developed multiple scenarios differentiating prices and volumes of the goods sold. And we concluded that this amount enables us to kick off the operation while avoiding any financial issue. We plan to distribute dividends right from the second year, even if the majority of capital gains will stem from equity appreciation. We applied the discounted cash flow method, and the total enterprise value at the end of the 5-year period will be 1.8 million euros. We also developed a risk analysis considering different types of events, their probability and their magnitude. And now Marta will show it to you.
So as you can see, the most relevant risk regards the entering in the market of established car players. But we will avoid this issue by exploiting our role of first mover, so establishing a strong brand recognition before others enter the market. Now, I will conclude telling you what we are envisioning to do after the first 5 years of operation. We will widen our horizons and look at the European market and the Asian and American ones. We will establish partnership with famous car brands or international designers to cement Recarbon recognition worldwide. So what else is left to say? Believe in Recarbon, and together we'll turn dreams into reality. Thank you.
All right. Really, really cool presentation. Unfortunately, a bit expensive for myself, but really cool looking furniture, I have to say. Yes, next team, we are directly continuing, is Car 99 Aachen.
Okay. All right. Hello and welcome. Today we want to introduce you to Caret. And I would like to start off by taking you back to your own days in school. You might recall those days sitting in a classroom, your mind drifting away and leaving without any recollection of the new material. In order to change this, Caret goes by the famous words, tell me now forget, teach me now remember, involve me and I learn.
My name is Elizabeth Hirscher, CEO, and I'm joined by Madeleine Feldkes, our CFO. Together, we represent Caret and are happy to be here today and talk to you more about our business.
In order to bring our company to the next level, we're asking you for an investment of 850,000 euros in return for 29% equity share, enabling you to become part in shaping our next generation's future.
What drives us at Caret is that we have identified a significant problem within our own generation. Nowadays, only a handful of students choose a career in STEM, even though a lot more are capable of it. From an economic standpoint, this leads to an even greater issue, as in Germany alone, there are over 325,000 STEM-based job openings without any suitable applicants, for which statistics show that this gap is growing yearly.
This is where Caret steps in. We believe that by tackling this problem in the early stages of career-defining decisions, we can make a difference.
To do this, Caret offers an interactive workshop designed specifically for high school students, where over the course of 1 week, our team delivers an engaging and educational experience, accompanied by a fully equipped truck containing laptops, 3D printers, and of course, our electric race car.
We've already been doing the Caret project on a voluntary basis for 2 years now, which gave us enough time to secure various sources of financing the workshop fee of 170 euros per student. As we contribute to the pursuits of 4 different ministries in Germany, we were able to secure governmental funding, correlating with the amount of students we reach. Due to the importance of young, qualified minds for the economy, we were also able to get sponsoring from companies, mainly based in the automotive industry. And besides that, there will also be a contribution from local associations.
But now, what would the students experience during our workshop? Well, we offer 5 different topics, of which my personal favorite is the Material Science and Sustainability Day, where the students get to test out the performance of different carbon fibers and see more eco-friendly alternatives. Each educational activity at Caret is related to the race car, meaning the students are either actively doing something with the car or depending on the topic, they use 3D printed models of it.
But now the most important question. Why is this electric race car so crucial for the workshop?
Well, first of all, there is no comparable high-tech machinery like this race car that is also easily taken apart. This makes it indispensable for our workshop crew. Secondly, of course, the car will already inspire those who enjoy technology. But there's so many more angles to it that would inspire a lot more students, like, for example, the competition, the sports, the aesthetics, and the teamwork behind it. And lastly, for us, this car serves as a unique symbol for our company. Even if you forget about the name Caret, having a race car on your school premises will definitely leave a lasting impression.
Now, on one hand, our business idea with locally based workshops has a far bigger profit margin compared to if we would offer them nationwide, as travel expenses, accommodation, and even more costs would have to be considered. But on the other hand, our idea can be implemented in any place with a lack of STEM workforce and schools. Speaking of Germany, this means everywhere at the moment. So while we will still deliver workshops within our own area, we will also begin to operate as a franchiser. This strategic move enables us to not only deliver our workshop to students all across the nation, but also maintain a profitable business. And in return for our brand and the concept, we will receive 12% of the franchisee's yearly profits, as well as a €50,000 franchise fee at the beginning.
Now, when analyzing our past 2 years, combined with the data of the production of our car, we noticed that there are two main areas of improvement for our ecological footprint. First of all, we identified that our transportation is the main factor for our emissions per workshop. This is why we are now switching to electric trucks and also providing year-round train tickets for our workshop crew. Secondly, our expansion plan has one main challenge. We need a lot more cars. So in order to deal with this, we are partnering up with a carbon-neutral certified company that will diminish our emissions by a lot.
Now, to measure the impact of these methods, we calculated their CO2 equivalent footprint. And as you can see, both methods will have a significant impact on our overall emissions. And combining the two, it will make a 54% reduction of our expected emissions possible. And then there's one more method we implicated. As we need up-to-date technology to inspire the students, but we don't want to produce more cars and produce more waste. So we will pay our local Formula Students team an engineering fee of €50,000 to ensure that their newest implementations and developments will be implemented into our race cars, which will expand their life cycle drastically.
Now, as our workshop goal is to create an excitement for a career in STEM amongst young students, we aim to reach grade 9 to 13th, while keeping in mind that the two most common career paths in Germany are either an apprenticeship after the 10th grade or a university degree after the 13th grade. There are around 1,200 schools within a 100-kilometer radius of our local workshop. And this translates to over 456,000 students that will fit perfectly into our target market.
Now, our franchise system will substantially expand our accessible target market, allowing us to tap into the vast network of more than 6,500 schools across Germany, with more than 2.7 million students in grade 9 or above. And after further analysis of our market in the sector, we estimated an achievable reach of 5 to 7% of these students.
So now that you've heard so much about us and our company, let's talk a bit more about our competitors and where we stand in the current market. Regarding projects that aim to encourage interactive STEM education and also come to the schools directly, there are quite a few. Amongst these is, for example, First Lego League, which is an international robotics competition, or Arduino Education, who encourages children to get in touch with programming. Now, the downside to these two services is that they both require participation fees, making them far less accessible. Our greatest competitor, though, is Touch Tomorrow, who offer a similar workshop concept to ours and is also funded by external sources. But what makes Caret stand out is the fact that we do not require students to actively engage into the sign-up process of our workshop. We come to the schools and offer our service to each and every student, no matter where they stand with science or math. And we offer a more in-depth experience into the automotive industry, unlike any other company on the market.
But in order for the students to benefit from this unique experience, the school authorities need to find out about us. They have the ultimate decision-making power and are a quite small group of individuals. However, they do not have to take care of the financial aspect. And combining these facts, we can create a tailored marketing strategy, which results in a high response rate.
Our marketing budget will be allocated into 3 main categories: online representation, networking, and personal approach. These strategies will not only be used for acquiring new schools, but also for the acquisition of new sponsors and local associations.
Now let's talk numbers. To calculate the financial risk of our company, we use a model containing a worst, realistic, and best case scenario. And if we have a look at our revenue, there are 2 things that combined will make a rising trend possible: expanding locally without oversaturating the market, and our growing franchise system. Now this revenue combined with our costs will lead to a profit margin, an average of 23%. And now if we dive from our profit margin right into our accumulated profits, you will see that after starting our workshops in 2023, we will break even within the 2nd year of our company. And the separation you can see here emphasizes that by introducing our franchise system, we will not only break our local restriction, but also make further revenue growth possible. And after starting in 2023, by the end of 2030, we will have reached an average accumulated profit of 70 million euros, with 29% of it coming from our franchise system.
To summarize, as an investor, you will not only be supporting our mission, but also become part of Caret, and therefore have a share of our generated profits. The break-even point to your investment of 850,000 euros will be reached by 2025, with a 36% return of investment in the following year.
Involve me and I learn. These were the words we started off with today. And now it's time for you to get involved. Thank you for your attention.
All right, that makes 2 out of 3. We have one last team coming onto the stage. It's Karlsruhe, team 120. Please give them a hand.
Lea.
This year is our close friend Finn. Unfortunately, unlike you and I, Finn is visually impaired. He faces daily challenges as he navigates his world. Sidewalk obstacles and inaccessible public transportation makes it difficult for him to commute. Even simple tasks like going grocery shopping becomes a challenge. Despite these obstacles, Finn remains determined, seeking support from others and dreaming of a future with advanced technology to enhance accessibility. Having spent a large amount of time with Finn on a daily basis, we realize that the main challenges really just boil down to three main problems. There are navigation. Imagine it's hard to reach different places. Obstacle evasions. Imagine not being able to reach new places. And heightened alertness. With the absence of his visual assent, Finn must remain extra focused on his surroundings. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you Walkify. I'm Leah, the co-founder of Walkify, and together with our team, we set off with one goal in mind, to simplify walking. Joining me at the helm of the journey is our co-founder, Benny.
Today, we're proud to introduce 3 revolutionary products in this field. The first one is an obstacle avoidance system, an enhanced guide dog designed specifically to help our users avoid any and all obstacles that might come their way. The second is a real-time feedback unit, helping those like Finn get an accurate grasp of their surroundings. And finally, a navigation device that opens up endless possibilities and enables exploration like never before. But what if I was to tell you that these are not 3 separate devices, but one device?
Developed in collaboration with Fresenius Medical Care and Car Racing, the Walkify combines expertise in the professional experience of a medical firm with the autonomous system from our formless student days. Directly implementing the software algorithms developed for the Caret 23 race car, we further enhanced and adopted it to cater the distinguished needs of Walkify users. What sets our device apart from others is its utilization of advanced software technology, as well as CE mark certification and patent protection. Our device has been homologated and conforms with all medical necessary standards, ensuring that we as a business are protected. But how does it exactly work? Well, let's take a short look at a demonstration by Finn himself.
Here on the left, we see exactly what the Walkify sees, live LiDAR imaging. And on the right, we see Finn navigating the exact scenario with the open car door that we just discussed.
As you may know, a lot of products have attempted to provide solutions for those like Finn. It's just unfortunate that they they all have financial flaws. Guide dogs are strictly limited in their inability to take obstacles at head level and require significant maintenance effort. With our LiDAR-powered Walkify system, we offer accurate object detection, enhancing safety and efficiency for those like Finn. It includes built-in speakers and Bluetooth headphone connectivity to provide real-time 360-degree sound feedback. The smart cane, developed by WeWalk, is limited in the sense of reliability, since the detection is coupled with the random movement of the cane itself. We recognize this issue and have therefore carefully chosen the positioning of our perception unit. Currently existing navigation systems, such as Blind Square, are actually quite good. They just need to be incorporated in a more comprehensive product. With the Walkify, the user can input the destination, and Walkify provides a seamless step-by-step audio instruction. This intuitive navigation feature empowers the user to explore new places and reach their desired location. Together, the Walkify offers a superior user experience, empowering blind individuals with greater confidence and independence.
But wait, isn't this too good to be true? Well, it certainly comes at a cost. 7,399 euros is how much you would have to pay for the Walkify, which might seem like a lot at first glance. But fortunately, this isn't actually the case. You see, we at Walkify value the significance of making it accessible to everyone. Therefore, for our users with only 30% of their vision remaining, Technical Krankenkasse covers up to 80% of our selling price. And on top of that, we offer our users the option of installment payments, giving them the option and flexibility of a payment period of up to 6 months. This brings the effective cost of the Walkify down to 1,480 euros, or only 246 euros per month. And how do we compare to our competitors? Well, a guide dog would cost at least 1,100 euros per year just on maintenance effort alone. And on the other hand, even though the Smart Cane costs a seemingly lower 600 euros, if we remind ourselves of the fact that it only provides around a third of the functionality of what the Walkify can provide, then we once again at Walkify believe that we are the clear winner. Recognizing the importance of expert guidance, the Walkify will be offered through medical professionals who can provide recommendations based on each patient's unique needs and preferences. Also understanding the challenges that one often faces when it comes to adopting new technology, especially amongst the elderly generation. We at Walkify have dedicated ourselves to building trust, working with blind associations, offering test models, and implementing a mobility trainer program. These efforts aim to help our users facilitate a seamless transition to our new product. And since the launch of our product this year in 2023, we've already gained the trust of over 500 individual users, and we're confident that the future prospects of the Walkify will only get better. But with such a great product, of course, we're going to need a great market. And what better place can you think of for the Walkify than that of our home country, Germany? At this very moment, there are more than 500,000 individuals in this country who are visually impaired. Taking advantage of the strong economy, we expect around 240,000 of them who are financially capable to afford the Walkify. And finally, we specifically target a sales figure of 45,000 units by the end of 2028. And in the future, we plan to expand our market all throughout Europe, and giving us access to a potential market of over 26 million individuals. And thanks to the CE mark certification that we've already obtained, this is easily possible. And today, ladies and gentlemen, you have the chance to become a part owner of the Walkify with 12% equity for 3 million euros. Your investment will directly contribute to the scaling up of our operations, ensuring that the growing demands in this emerging market can be met. From an operational standpoint, we have allocated marketing and sales budget to promote the Walkify across diverse platforms. 15% of the investment will also be allocated to R&D efforts, where we have already begun working on prototypes of the Walkify Plus, a new product with the specific feature of vibration feedback, catering to those who might be hearing impaired or in general prefers tactile feedback. But we don't stop there, because we at Walkify believe in sustainability. Therefore, part of your investment will also be allocated to the reduction of our environmental footprint. We have identified the parts on our product with the largest environmental footprint, which are our plastic components due to its intrinsic impact on sustainability and our lithium-ion battery. To tackle this issue, we plan to implement an Old for New program, giving our users the incentive to get a new Walkify at a discounted price while simultaneously allowing us to carry out our end-of-life management. We plan to sell the worn-out batteries to Roth International, a facility which specifically treats the recycling of lithium-ion batteries. Furthermore, we've also planned to reuse the plastic components as raw material for our future products, ensuring that we create circular economy within our business. In fact, we have also already began implementing design principles, eco-design principles, such as design for disassembly, and our software expert are also contributing to the cause by implementing a low power mode, which minimizes the electrical consumption during usage. And finally, in 2025, we will begin our own production of our plastic components, meaning that we can maximize sustainability through optimizing our production line of our modularized products, and thereby minimizing waste as well as transportation distances as we strive for lean manufacturing. According to our latest finances, 36% is how much you can expect as a return on investment with the Walkify by the end of 2028. And to save you from the trouble of figuring out whether or not such high numbers are even possible, we reached out to our friends at Deloitte to perform a conservative analysis of our company's growth in the near future via NPV. And as you may see, even under such conservative assumptions, our company's growth remains undeniably promising.
At Walkify, we are driven by the belief of equality. No one should be limited by their visual impairment. And let us remind ourselves of the profound impact we can make when we strive for accessibility, not just as a legal requirement, but as a fundamental human right. We at Walkify made it to our mission to help those like Finn. And we hope that it soon becomes our mission. And together, let's simplify walking.
Thank you.
That's 3 out of 3, and the slide is taking already away my next point. You saw 3 finalists, but as said, there were around 100 teams that the judges scored over the last 2 days. So first of all, huge thank you to all of you, and please, all of you, give them a hand for the huge work they put in over the last 2 days. You probably ask yourself, what's next and when will you know who's going to be the winner? On Saturday, there will be award ceremony part 1, where the winners of the business plan presentation for both combustion and electric will be announced. Tonight, the results for the other teams will also be announced. We will not show the results of the top 5 to make it also on the combustion side still exciting for the award ceremony. So check the website for the results for all the other teams until tonight. That closes already the business plan presentation for this year. And yeah, I wish you all a successful Formula student and a great event until Sunday. And yeah, thanks to everyone involved.